What's up, replay viewers? How's it going, guys? We're in downtown Los Angeles, just finished teaching for the day. Wanted to pop in for just a moment to share the release of this new marching percussion playbook. Julia, welcome. Allie Chase, Beetle Percussion. Whoa, the room is blowing up, guys. Ashley, Marlon, boom, Alan. Way, hi, Michelle. Let's get into it, guys. And today is a very exciting day for me. I started making these weekly handouts for Periscope, and I started getting questions that would come in after the lessons. What I realized was that there was just a lot more content that wouldn't be able to be covered in one lesson. You know, I'm writing responses individually to people, I'm putting out more musical examples, and the next thing you know, I've got enough material to write like a chapter of a book on a topic. What I decided a couple months ago was I was gonna take the 5 most popular lessons from the Periscope lessons, expand that material to make it into something bigger, and then combine those 5 lessons together to make one item, which I'm gonna be calling the Marching Percussion Playbook. Now, I call it the playbook because it's not some sort of sequenced event where it's, you know, like first you do this, then you do this, then you do this. These are just 5 lessons that you can apply at any point of your learning process, whether you're just starting or you've been teaching for a while. These are reference materials, and the thing that the text allows me to do is share more of my thoughts on the material. You guys want to do a little walkthrough here and I can show you what's going on inside? Yeah, awesome. Ian, thanks for being here, bud. I know Ian's got a big Halloween party to go into. Yes, Kels. Okay, let's do it, guys. Let's just walk through it together. Loving it because of the cover. Thanks, Jarrett. Again, the item's gonna be called the Marching Percussion Playbook on social media. I write a letter to all the people who buy it to thank them and say, hey, thanks for checking it out. My goal for this was to put together a handout where here's the practical side of things, guys. I'm a practitioner, meaning I'm in there teaching day in, day out. In terms of a product that I would want, I want something that I can just buy, print, and then hand to somebody and say, here, take this, go learn it. It's like handing someone the keys to the car. I tried to give this packet everything, all the information that you would need to just hand it to a student, and they should just be able to read it and do it and understand and play through it. So in this beginning, I explain the basic 4-2-1, what 4s look like, what 2s look like, and what 1s look like. Now, the thing that I want to point out that maybe you haven't seen before is a section called grouped variations. You know, like we've all 4-2-1 before, but there's something called grouped variations. An example of a grouped variation would be like if you took 16th note time patterns. This one's 1 E and, this is 1 E 1 and then E and. They're similar, but you're grouping groups of 4s together, and then you can 4-2-1 that. And then there's a third version that I called combination variations or combos. And this is probably my favorite part of the handout. As I was putting these handouts together, I was making discoveries of my own. Like, these are things that I've just always talked about, but I've actually never seen written down in a like textbook or even a handbook format. What I talk about in combo variations is you can take things that are completely different and put them together and 4-2-1 them. And then I talk about how you use this in a show music concept. And really, like, as we're putting music together, the exercises that you create are used to facilitate the music. So I give an example of how you might take a show excerpt and create a 4-2 combo variation out of it, and then I share some thoughts on how I use it when I teach lines and clean lines and things like that. So this is a really, actually, like, probably one of the most powerful tools in this section. When you 4-2-1, the idea of 4-2-1ing is actually very simple, but the magic in using the tool are the way you use it and the things that you're listening for and paying attention to. So what I do in the handout is I draw your attention and your awareness to certain things that you should be paying attention to as you're 4-2-1ing. And for teachers, as you're teaching this to your students, it's not just, hey, here's the pattern, this is how you do it, which is very powerful. I also explain what are the things that you want to talk to your students about as you're presenting the material to them. One of the quotes I have here, it says, spend more attention listening to yourself and making judgments on what's working and what needs to improve. So in the Sunday lessons, traditionally it's just been 1 page. The number of counts in the sticking lines up with 8 on a hand. I've created 3 pages of exercises in total. The application of the concepts that I talk about here, I create exercises that demonstrate those examples in here. When the pilot group tried out all the material, then they wrote back all this feedback for me that I put in a survey form. One person said, one of the comments that I really liked was, I'm a teacher, I've been playing for a while, and I breezed through the first section. But even when I got to like the middle section and when I got to the end, I was like, oh, here's some stuff that I might need to slow down and work on a little bit. The goal is to provide content that's available for people at all levels. Whether you're a beginner, you can use this early on. If you're just starting out and you're trying to get better, if you're a teacher and you've been teaching for a long time, I constantly am looking at how other people teach things and adapting that to my students. And really, guys, this whole thing is about just how to make your practice structured, organized, and systematic. I've built the landing page on my website, and the landing page is huei-yuan-pan.com. You add a slash, and then you write MPP, Marching Percussion Playbook. So huei-yuan-pan.com/MPP. I just share a lot of the background information on how the product came about. And on that page, you can click around, and then it'll take you to the purchase page. If you guys would like to check it out, I would be honored. I've been working on this and the other handouts for the last 2 months or so, and there's a lot of me that I've poured into this product, so I hope it brings you a lot of value. One of the things that we don't have extra of is time, right? Everyone's busy. I get it. I see my students, they've got homework, you've got clubs, you've got activities, you've got sports, you've got athletics, parents, you've got kids. I mean, there's no extra time. Getting 4-2-1 and using it as a framework to help organize your practice is really big. Layups before dunks. You got it, Bradley. So that's it, guys. My website's huei-yuan-pan.com. You just add /MPP. All my social media handles are at Huei-Yuan Pan. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Have a safe, happy Halloween. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.